Good morning. Just on my commute to work. Just filtering. So I just wanted to go through my mic setup. I've put a few videos on YouTube, shot with this helmet camera. It's the Ghost Drift S. Went up to Scotland last September and got some good videos there. The only thing with them was I didn't have my mic set up properly. I just used to put it in the pocket of my chest pocket in my bell staff. Fuckaroo. In my bell staff jacket. But I've since got myself a new helmet, a proper helmet, and I can put the mic up inside it like the pros do. So the helmet I've got, it's a Shoei, it's a Hornet ADV, the adventure helmet, and I'm really pleased with it. It's the most expensive helmet I've bought. It was about 350 quid. It should have been about 430, so I did get some money off, which I was pleased about. But it's just very comfortable. It's very snug. Despite it being a snug fit, it feels like there's a lot of room. Obviously, you got the bigger sort of mouth area. It just feels very secure and safe. You don't. My previous helmet, I don't think it was a very good fit, but I used to get a hell of a lot of wind noise. With this, you don't get a lot of wind noise. It just feels it's quite muted. I mean, you can obviously hear the. Shit, was that 40 or 30? That one. 40. Yeah, it's just overall, it's just a good helmet. I mean, I'd definitely recommend it for if you're commuting, because there is a lot of room in it. You don't feel confined or restricted at all, and it's got a really good sort of field of vision. You've got that huge visor at the front, and obviously you've got the peak, and I'm planning to do some more vlogging. I'm a big fan of watching bike vids on YouTube, and I wanted to sort of get involved. I mean, my day job, I'm a journalist, so I've done reviews of stuff and written articles, but I never really shot videos until now. Sorry, excuse the sniffing. That is one thing about this helmet, actually. Despite me saying you don't get sort of wind at all coming in, you don't get wind coming in, somehow I get a runny nose. I think it might just be the cold weather. It's March, but this has got one of those fancy chin curtains to stop the wind abusing my chin. Right. And obviously that prevents, I don't get a load of wind noise on the mic. Fucking balls. So my previous helmet, I mean I've kept it, I've still got it, was pretty good. It was the budget Shark open lid helmet, so not the premium one. I think the one I had was the open line, not the Evo line, and that was less than 200 quid, and it lasted me a good 2 years. And it was a good helmet. I mean, it's not close. It doesn't get close to the Shoei, but for a budget helmet, again, if you're looking for a flip front, it was so practical. you know, going into garages, you just have to, you know, just flip it up, don't have to take your helmet off. Also when you're touring, it's just, yeah, really useful. I mean, I'm still getting used to having to take this bad boy off when I go and get petrol. But one of the reasons, as well as wanting to shoot YouTube videos or videos for YouTube and actually talk, you know, use the mic, as well as that, the Shark Evo line had started to really whistle. So I think it was just on its way out. There was just an issue with some of the vents. Right. So I'm just on my, fucking hell. Just on my way to work. So I live in Crawley, West Sussex, and I commute up to London I started about 2.5 weeks ago, and I've done a few test runs before that, but I've been doing it properly for the last 2.5 weeks. Had about 3 or 4 days of rain, but I'm getting used to it. That woman, that Ford, massively pulled out on me the other day. I am running late. Ugh. No, no, no! How? So yeah, it's about 33 miles. I'll do it on my Scrambler. It is good fun, but I was terrified for the first week. I was terrified. I got lost a few times. I didn't know what was going on. It can be very frustrating though. But it's going to save me a hell of a lot of money. I'll be paying roughly half what I was before, which is I mean, it's fantastic really. Obviously I'll be going through a lot more tyres and the consumables on the bike, but I'll be hopefully putting some money aside for that. Another thing about this helmet, you do get it does get steamed up a little bit sometimes. It's got the pin lock in there, but you sometimes just get a bit of a strip of steam sort of in the middle, right in the middle of the visor. I mean, it's not a problem, I can still see, but it's really light as well. So you barely notice it really. It's very comfortable. I love it when cars try to beat motorbikes off the line. It's ridiculous. I mean, this Scrambler, I love it. I love it. It's such a fun bike. I love the look of it. I fell in love with it when I first saw it in a magazine. You know, before it came out. I swooned. I was like, oh my good God. But I mean, it is quite small. And I mean, if there was one, I mean, I do have a few criticisms of it, but I'm not going to go into them now. Maybe that's for another video. But it does look a bit toy-like. I mean, maybe it's more this one, the yellow one. But anyway, so people see it and see that it's small, and I don't know, it looks quite sort of cuddly, but I mean, it's pokey, 75 brake horsepower. You know, it'll beat pretty much any car off the lights. So it's funny when people think they can get past it. I'm just an absolute snotty wreck. God. If anyone's worked out how to sort a runny nose out on a motorbike, I'd like to know. I mean, I'm not about to use my gloves to wipe my nose. I mean, how the hell would you do it? You just got to put up with it, and it just it's not good. Scrap metal. Oh. So there, the Commute. I did probably about 5 or 6 test runs last year. I rode about 3 days in a row because of the Southern strikes. The rail company that were just absolute. Well, they were a disgrace last year. I think they fucked their ideas up a little bit, but that's sort of another reason why I've started commuting, because they were just bullshit. But anyway, so I did 5 or 6 test runs. I did it a few times. Did a couple of I did it a couple of times in December, so that was fun. But yeah, so I've pretty much got the route down now, and you get more confident. You start to realise, when to be on what side of the road, and when to get into a bus lane, and so once you know, it's pretty good. It takes me roughly an hour and a half. It takes me a while to find parking though, so I might try and get some shots of the helmet just so you can see it. I mean, it's the adventure style, so it's got the white, the long sort of mouthpiece. It's got the peak. It's all in white. My Shark was white, which I think they look cool, and obviously they're more visible than black helmets, but this one's got the big visor, and I think it would look cool with a black one. So when the weather gets a bit better. I'm really steamed up now though. I wonder if he heard me talking to myself. He might still, I don't know. I'm not gonna look. Just gonna sit in silence. There we go. Not anymore. I can talk now. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I'm sure people are, when you get guys come alongside you like that and they sort of look down at the bike, I don't know if they're thinking, whoa, that's nice, or whether they're thinking, idiot, he's gone now. So you got to be on the ball with these speed cameras as well, and you've obviously got to be ready to do some bad boy filtering. Mate, you gonna go? I'm going. Sweet. Marcus, no! Most people are cool though about letting you in like that guy. What's this guy doing? I don't know what he was doing. So I'm less terrified now. You just got to be calm, what was it? Calm, confident, and safe. Safety first. And you come across the same bikers. Seen this guy before. He's very filter happy. I mean, not everyone filters. This guy does it with a real verve. But you gotta have eyes in your flipping in your arsehole. One thing, I don't want to sort of be sort of preachy or saying this, you should do this and that, whatever. But one thing I always tell myself is not to follow other bikers into gaps automatically, because it's quite easy to do that. You see them go and you just think, oh, I'm going too. But you can just end up like stuck alongside buses, and it's flipping rubbish. Flipping rubbish. Yeah, you can end up, if you follow them, you can end up stuck alongside buses, huge trucks. It's rubbish. Another thing is when you're filtering past sort of lines of traffic, what to watch for when drivers let other drivers out side roads and stuff, because you can't see them past the parked, the stationary cars. I mean, you get a sense for it. You can sort of normally see, they stop. You see a gap appear. You just got to expect it. Another one is, so that's when you're on the right hand side of a stationary line of traffic. The other thing is when you're on the left, when you're in a bus lane, when you're allowed to be in the bus lane, so you're on the left, cars stopping on the right and letting other cars turn across them. So all of a sudden you can be going down the bus lane at 25-30, and you just see a car just appear coming right at you, and that ain't fun. So yeah, I'm planning to put a few more videos up. I just want to do sort of gear reviews, just just want to put up footage of good rides, good routes, around sort of West Sussex, Surrey. Yeah, I realise that I'd like to have like a bit of an angle. I can see this guy behind me. He's got a helmet camera. Maybe we can do some collaboration. I'm surprised at the number of multi-striders that I see. I mean, it might be the same blokes, but I didn't realise they were so popular. I mean, obviously you see a hell of a lot of GSs. I mean, they are lovely bikes, but I don't know if that sort of, the fact that they're two a penny, I don't know if that sort of puts me off a little bickle. But yeah, the multi-strider looks a beautiful bike, like most Ducatis. I mean, it just looks quite an elegant motorcycle, the multi-strider. I bet it's Pokey Joe. One thing I've tried to tell myself not to do is to start to filter when you know, after a light's gone green like that. I don't want to go around the line of traffic once it's gone green, because obviously it's going to start moving and it's harder to tuck in. Old Bill, the old fluff there. I'll tell you what though, these riding gloves, they're fucking out. These riding gloves, I mean they're brilliant for keeping you warm, but it's hard. You do fumble at the controls a little bit. I mean, I shouldn't. Hopefully, I'm going to stop wearing them pretty soon, because I mean it's March now. I don't know what lane to be in. So you get a few. I do get a few dodgy gear changes. I mean, what was the saying? A bad workman blames his tools. Where's your tool? But it is harder to control. Matey on the 125's got ahead of me. Lucky I can sneak through like that. No. Yeah, so he's got a. Can you see that? He's got a. What is that? Can't remember what a GoPro. So here you tend to get cars coming across. Oh fucking hell! And there. Just yeah. And I guess here as well, but not so much. So he's got the GoPro. I went for the drift because I thought it was. Well, I think it was a bit cheaper. And some of the top YouTubers use the drift. I thought the drift is a bit more aerodynamic as well. What I was saying earlier about not following bikers through gaps, racing to get through lights and stuff. The reason I say this, it might seem like they get away, but you catch up with them in the end. You catch up with them at the next set of lights. So don't ever stress about people getting away from you. So one of the good things about this helmet as well, the Shoei, is you can put the visor up and get a pair of goggles on with it. I'm surprised actually at the number of 125s. I can see, what is this fucking bellend? You get quite good acoustics within a motorbike helmet. So all these little tunes. See, I won't say it too loudly. That's the guy from earlier, isn't it? Fucking he nodded at me. I've made a friend on my journey to work. Gonna be no. Good old Brixton Hill. 30 miles an hour. Get a few speed cameras. But normally you can get down on a bike, you can get down fairly easily in the bus lane. But it bottlenecks massively just outside the, when you get towards the station, and it can take a while to get through. Thankfully on a bike you can usually sneak in. We've got See, again, I left that guy plenty of space. I could have tried to boss it. I don't know if that, I think that guy was just moving himself. I think he let me go then. I could have tried to boss it and gone into the centre of the lane, but I let him across, because that's what friends are for. No, I don't want to make friends with everyone. I'll let this guy. We've got a red light now, so I'm going to filtrer. Une filtrer pour moi. Okay, now. This fucking van gets out of the flipping way. We got green now, so I'm going to tuck in here. Un filtre pour moi. So we're just approaching the bottom of Brixton Hill now, getting into Brixton itself. It's 20 mile an hour. This is where it can be difficult, but it looks to be moving pretty. It looks to be moving pretty smoothly. That's what we want. Got a bit of a chill then. Try and feel that. Filtre pour moi. All the people on their feet. See, like I said, those guys on the 125's got ahead. You catch them up. Getting a bit of a chill. That was bloody easy getting through there. This is probably one of the most confusing sets of signs anywhere. Look, 30, ooh, 30, 20, and there's a bloody speed camera in between them. So, what are you supposed to do? It is 30, I'm pretty sure it's 30, but whoever put that, I mean, is it Lambeth Council? Sausage edge! It's great that more people are cycling and not, you know, not burning fossil fuels and not using public transport and that. But do you need to be in the middle of the lane like that? Does he? I suppose he's got quite a wide load. I mean, he's on his backpack. Just saw, I think it was one of those XSR 900s, whatever they're called. The Yamaha, the sort of retro bike built on the MT-09, is it? Oh fuck! There it is. There. I don't know. I'm not. Might not be right, but they look pretty cool. MT-07, is it? I think it's just an MT-07. Talking a bit more quietly now. I don't want people to, just in case people hear me and think I'm some sort of crazed biker. Let's see what this bike is. MT-07. What's that there? Can't really see. Fucking loud, I'll tell you that. So yeah, that MT-07 looked pretty cool. I did consider getting an MT-07 because the bike magazine, bike ride were pretty much all raving about the MT-07. The price was appealing, but the Scrambler, I just loved the look of it, and the idea of having a Ducati and the sound of the Ducati. I like the retro sort of style bikes. That's the look. That's the sort of motorbike that I'm into. But that, you know, that may change. You know, I'm already looking at adventure bikes and naked bikes, and I think, yeah, I'd like a bit of that. I love the sound of that Triumph triple, that high pitch, like, sounds sweet as. I don't know if you can see the helmet in there. Pretty sweet. Nice shape. Looks quite streamlined. So here we are. We just come out of Denmark Street, Tottenham Court Road. Well, that way. Oxford Street, left to right. Well, that's New Oxford Street on the right. So we're pretty much here. This is where it happens. This is where you got to be on the ball. Because all the pedestrians, they got a death wish, they just want to go out on the road. They're just like lemmings. Kamikaze pedestrians. Need a toilet. Need the toilet. Nice. Look at the pipes on that beast. It's like a fucking blunderbuss. Look at it. Fucking hell. It's like the Channel Tunnel. I'll have a medium pizza, please. Yes, a medium. Oh, yes, from nowhere. And then you get pricks like that. I think he's fucking riding an absolute piece of shit. And what a spelling. What a... I think the cat's got a mouse. George? What you got? Oh, it's a blue tit. George, just kill it. Have you killed it? Just kill it, George. I think he's eating its head. Naughty boy.